Good morning. Good morning. Y'all know what it's time for. It's time for another edition of Morning Wood. Before we get into today's discussion, I got to share some facts and figures with you now that 2025 has closed. Man, we now have our information on the top 10 views for 2025 in the season. Let's start with those states out there that really rocked with us. Man, look at this. Number one, Texas, Georgia, Florida, California, North Carolina, Colorado, New York, Virginia, nine in Maryland, 10 Illinois. Come on, man. Like, this is just a big deal. We appreciate that coast to coast love. Now, let's take a look at the cities. Number one, H Town. Number two, ATL. Three, the Big Apple. Four, Dallas. Five, Chicago. Six, Charlotte. Seven, Los Angeles. Eight, Denver. Nine, Las Vegas. And 10, Jacksonville. Let me give a big shout out to Memphis 10 because they were right there in that thing. And number 11 just barely missed the top 10. Hey, let's make 2026 your year. If you're watching from around the nation, coast to coast of the world, encourage people in your market get the views up, and you can be in their top 10. Because what we're going to do this summer during off season, we're going to visit some of those cities and do some live shows from them. Appreciate the love. Let's start with last night, y'all. Miami secured this spot on New Year's Eve, but on New Year's Day, Oregon shuts down Texas Tech. That was the team with the highest paid roster in the Big 12, who won most of his game by 20 points or more. Oregon 23, Tech 0. Indiana steamrolled Alabama 38-3. Really not a lot to talk about there. But for me, the interesting news was after number 6 Ole Miss celebrated that historic 39-34 victory over Georgia, the shadow of former coach Lane Kiffin continued to hang over the program. Sources have told ESPN on Thursday night that it remained unclear how many Ole Miss assistants who were joining Kiffin at LSU would be allowed to remain with the Rebels when they face number 10 Miami next Thursday in Glendale, Arizona. So you got offensive coordinator Charlie Weiss, tight ends coach, co-offense coordinator Joe Cox, wide receivers coach, passing game coordinator George McDonald, and running backs coach Kevin Smith have all signed contracts to coach with Kiffin at LSU. Now, with the portal opening today, the Rebels aren't certain they will have all those assistants with them when they play the Hurricanes in 6 days. I expect some fireworks to come from this, y'all, because at some point, you've got to go recruit at your new job. Well, today is the day. The portal is officially open. It's January 2nd. And let me tell you something right now. This ain't free agency. This ain't Christmas morning. This is going to be 2 weeks of a used car auction. People gonna be engine revving, everybody yelling, everybody just looking, just browsing. And here's the part folks don't want to hear. Every car ain't getting sold. What the portal really is, we're gonna slow this thing down now. What the portal really is, it ain't a league, it ain't NAL money falling from the sky, it's a database. That's it. Your compliance office puts your name in. Once your name is in, coaches can legally contact you. Your current school can still keep you. And yes, you can pull your name back out. And sometimes in this cold game, the head coach finds out the same way everybody else did on Twitter. It's not chaos, but it is business. The window and why it feels crazy is because it's short and violent. From January 2nd to January 16th. That's it. So while teams are still playing football, they are also shopping for a left tackle, a nickel corner, a backup QB with experience. And at the same damn time that all this is taking place, that's why it feels wild, because it is wild. The used car auction is my best analogy for it because let's talk about how coaches actually shop. At a real auction, buyers want three things: low miles, clean title, proof it runs. You're going to find the same thing in the portal. Low miles, that's young players with upside. Clean title, no academic smoke, no off the field nonsense. Proof it runs, film. Real film now against real competition, not highlight reels that players put together and put out there themselves. Coaches are not recruiting hope, they are recruiting needs. They got lists: needs, wants, luxuries. And every name got a dollar next to it. So if you're a luxury and they short on money, you might be sitting on that lot a long time, boss. Now we're gonna talk facts here, not feelings. Because the numbers and what really happens is every year thousands jump in that portal. And let's look at the number everybody ignores. About one third do not land at a new Division One school. That's one out of three. Still active, still waiting, still hoping. That's not hate. It's just math. First day numbers, hundreds jump in immediately. Why? Because everybody think they are certified pre-owned until the bidding starts. And here's the part nobody posts on Instagram. If you enter the portal without a scholarship aid, your phone might get real quiet. Even some players with aid stay stuck. The portal does not care about your stars from high school. It cares about, can you help me win? Can I afford you? Can I trust you? That's it. The same thing people look for when they're going out buying a used car. Because this thing plays out a specific way in real life. And so here's the real time. Paperwork goes in, the graphic gets posted, you know, the one, respect my decision, or with all that being said, dot, dot, dot. That post is an advertisement. Then coaches pull film, they do it fast. Background, fast. Grades, fast. Conversations happen, visits happen, money talks happen. Then one of three things occur. You commit, you withdraw, or you sit. And we got to keep in mind, some guys didn't jump in the portal because they wanted to. They were kind of walked to that portal door. They jumped because they were recruited over there. Again, it's not personal. It's just roster man. But if you look at Coach Prime and what's going to take place in Colorado, Coach Prime does not shop desperate. You look at his swag and tell that. He dresses from the flow up, he'll tell you. Colorado's portal strategy is going to be simple. Target proven production, fill specific needs, short-term answers that fit a long-term culture. Prime ain't trying to flip an entire whole roster, every year that could happen in this era of wild, wild West college football. But he does want experience, toughness, and men who already know what college football is. That's why Colorado, Coach Prime doesn't chase every name. They sort of let the auction come to them. Because when you already got the spotlight, you don't have to chase the noise. You wait for the right fit. The reality check, and let me leave you with this. The portal is not a guarantee. It is a request to be reevaluated by the entire country. Most spots already spoken for in somebody's head. They're just waiting on one to move. Fit is going to beat hype always. And don't ever, ever leave a sure thing for a maybe unless you got a real plan. Because this ain't just a used car auction. It's a used car auction where some folks realize mid-bid, damn, I ain't even got a ride home. So buckle up. These next 2 weeks going to be loud, but loud don't mean landing. But if you want to rock with the truth over hype, if you want real portal talk, you want to understand why Coach Prime is really doing what he's doing, then just hit this like button, smash subscribe, turn the notifications on, share this with somebody who thinks supporters a wish list so we can get them straight. This is Morning Wood. There is no coffee needed, and we're going to let it tell it to you every morning. Well, I'm lying. We're not going to do this every morning. I'm 54 years old, and wood don't happen every morning like it used to. We out, man. We catch y'all next time.